Hey, cool, peace. Keir Sparks here. Lovely to see you. Welcome back to Guitars, Songs and Home Studios, my YouTube channel where I talk about everything about guitars, songs and home studios. Let's do it. Today I'm looking at another one of those amp and IR cab simulators, the Iridium by Strymon. Cool. Let's do it. Alright, so the Strymon Iridium has been out for a year or so. I think it came out in 2020. And there was a big deal about it, loads and loads of press about it, and lots of people really love it. I haven't looked at it until now. I am a singer-songwriter, guitar player, musician, home studio owner, live musician when I can play live. So I'm always looking for different things to help me in the studio. But I was also looking for, when I'm playing live, can I reduce the size of my rig? I carry an AC30 around with me. I know, I'm crazy. It's huge, it's heavy, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're pulling it out of the club, out of the van, or out of my car and back into the house. It's a nightmare. So I'm looking, can I downsize? Can I make some adjustments and drag myself into the real 21st century? So I thought I'd have a look at them, see what they're like. Last week I looked at the Walrus, the ACS1. This week we're going to look at the Strymon, see what it's like. Keep an eye out in the future because there's going to be some shootouts between the two of them, and I'm also going to be looking at Amplitude, what I use a lot in my home studio. I'm going to shoot those out, all three of them out, see if there's any differences. But for today's video, it's all about the Strymon Iridium. Let's do it. Okay, cool. So here we are with the Iridium. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible, and the main thing I'm looking for is ease of use, sound, and feel. So here's the signal chain and the dry signal. I'm using my Fender Mexican road-worn Strat, middle position, and then that's going into a Polytune by TC Electronics, an Xotic SP Compressore with a tiny bit of compression, which I use all the time. Then it's going out into the Iridium, out of the Iridium, straight into a Clarett 4 Pre and into Logic Pro. So what you're hearing is recorded direct to the DAW. There's going to be no processing afterwards. This is just basically the raw signal coming through the Iridium. In a bit I'll put in one of my favourite overdrive pedals, which is a Vox valve tone, just to see what it's like putting a drive pedal, a dirt pedal in front of it. So this is the dry signal. Alright, so let's turn it on, let's keep everything at 12 for a minute and let's see what we do, see how we sound. So this is the Fender, the round sound. Let's take that up to 3 o'clock. The drive. So the drive on this is what you'd have on your amplifier, and then the level control is just what's coming out of this unit. So basically they're all non-master volume amps. They're all real amps with just a volume control. So this is representing the volume control on the old amplifier. There's different size rooms you can have. This is... It's a nice reverb. I don't know why you'd want any more than that, really, but I'm going to put it back at 12. It's got a bit of a slap. It sounds like you're in a room. Right, let's take this drive up to 3 o'clock, see what we got. So let's take that drive all the way up and see what we get. Okay, cool. Let's take that drive back to 3 o'clock and let's push some mids in there, so it's making it more like a tweed. Okay, cool. So that's okay. That's nice. To get it a bit more thick and a bit more woody, I would suppose you'd say. Okay, cool. Moving on. Let's go on to the chime. So this is the AC30. Oh, I'm leaving everything on the A setting for the cab because you've got 3 different cabs for each amp. So you've got the round amp, which is your deluxe. You got the deluxe cabinet. Then you got I think it's a Blues Junior, and then there's a Vibrolux cabinet, I think, for the C, which is all different sounds. I'm not going to do those because it's going to take forever. So different sounds, and obviously different IRs, impulse responses of cabinets will give you a different sound, which is interesting, and it's something to play around with. Okay, so we're on the Vox, everything's at 12, and let's see. It's obviously going quieter on the computer, on the door, because I'm not level matching. Everything that you're hearing is coming direct from the pedal. I'm not doing anything after this video. Okay, so once we get past, when we get to the upper realms of this drive knob for the Vox AC30, there's part of the circuit is putting in some of the top end shaping from the treble boost, or the top boost part of the AC30 top boost circuitry, which was to tighten the bottom end and to give it a bit more oomph, a bit more saturation through the amp. So this is what that's going to give us. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, nice and thick. Okay, let's go on. Let's take it up to full. Now this is going to give even more of that saturation and top boost circuitry, so this could be interesting. It's rolling off on the volume. Okay, I was riding the volume pot there because that gets a bit flubby. It's full wound out there, but that's the same as an AC30. The real amp, it will get flubby if you put it on full blast. Alright, cool. So that's nice, it's thick and chunky. Let's go back to 12 o'clock and let's bring in the Plexi. This could get crazy. Alright. Oh, back in the chime. Now, this middle control, again, a Vox AC30 doesn't have a mid control. It has something called a cut, and that takes out the top end. It's like a presence control. It takes exactly the same as an AC30, which is nice. It's cool. Nice little feature. It's a good way to control the sparkle and the brittleness of an AC30 is to use that cut control. Alright, cool. Let's go back to 12 o'clock and let's bring in the Plexi. Okay, let's set this up to 3 o'clock. Which you would expect from a Plexi from a Marshall amp. Alright, I think that's going to get crazy going up, but we'll try it. Okay, there's a lot of gain there. It's responding to the volume pop, which is good. There's the 3 settings, there's the 3 amps. There's an awful lot more gain on this than there is on the Walrus, on the ACS1. So I'm going to have to be careful when I bring in the drive pedal. Okay, let's see what it sounds like with the Fender at 12 o'clock. This is what the Fender sounds like. Let's take that Fender up. We can get away with the Fender, I think. Nice. Whether we get away with there. Alright, let's take it up onto the chime, the Vox, with the Vox pedal. Let's take it up so it's getting a little bit of that break up. I don't think we're going to take it any higher than this. Alright, let's try it. I think it's going to be too Alright, cool. Let's go for the Plexi. Okay, let's go through it. Alright, let's go up all crazy. This could get loud. That's sustained forever. Okay, cool. So there's the Strymon Iridium. Very quick test. I'm probably not doing this thing justice at all. I found it less playable in feel-wise than the Walrus. I think there's more features in this than the Walrus. The mid boost or the mid control in both the round and the chime, so in both the Deluxe and the Vox AC30, really work nicely, especially in the AC30. That cut control really helps us to get rid of that glassiness that you can get, and the idea of pushing it into a tweed style, more aggression in those mids, is fantastic, and it's great. So overall, as I said at the beginning of this section, I didn't find it as good to feel and to play. I felt it was a little bit stiff for me. I also thought that the extra gain that you get when you go past 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock on the drive pot, I actually felt that it didn't really, it added options for you, but I don't think it added quality. It sounded a bit more fizzy to me, a bit more digitally than I'd like. I'm not saying it's bad, it's an amazing piece of kit, but it's just not to my taste. I don't think it handled the Vox pedal very well. That could just be a choice of which pedal to go in front of it. Also, it could be a choice of learning the inputs and outputs better to get the sound from what I wanted. I didn't think that it took that pedal that well. So I know that it's meant to be a great pedal platform, but it didn't, for me, it didn't take the pedal as well as I was hoping it to. I actually like the layout of it, and I like the way that it is set up with 9 cabs, even though I only flicked through a couple of them. So there we go, the Strymon Iridium, another amazing piece of kit. 3 classic amps, 9 cabinets in 1 box and 1 pedal. Sounds very, very good. Not really my style, and it didn't sound as good to me as I was hoping it would. But, you know, what do you think? Do you think it sounded good? Do you think it sounded better? Do you think it could have been the pedal that was in front of it, the way that I set it up? Did I not do it right? I don't know. It's a very new technology to me. Like I said, I'm old school. Click, turn it on, turn it up on the volume, and use your guitar to get the sounds. So let me know. That'd be fantastic. Okay, cool. Thanks for being here. If you would like to subscribe, ka-ching, hit that button down there, and you can get to know when there's new videos for you to see. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, please. That helps me get to other people. Leave some comments. I'll see you again next time for another Guitars, Songs and Home Studios. Stay safe. See you soon. Peace.